Don't forget to like and subscribe to Jolie Knots Crochet. Share with your friends. Hit that little notification bell so you can get notified when new patterns release. All our videos are available in left and right-handed tutorials. Hi everyone, welcome back to Jolie Knots Crochet. I'm Crystal and today we're going to be creating this cute little Monstera leaf. Now this leaf of course can be worked up in any yarn, any hook size that's recommended. You can use it for an applique to put on something, as a coaster, just as decoration. I'm also going to be making a plant hanger out of this Monstera leaf, and I will go ahead and leave the link in the description box below for the written pattern as well as the YouTube tutorial. All right, so for this particular leaf that I created here and that we're going to create in this tutorial, I am using double-stranded worsted weight yarn. This yarn is a little dollop in mint yellow. I picked it up on clearance at Hobby Lobby. Like I said, it is a 4-weight yarn and this is tube spun, so it is a little bit stronger. These yarns come in 1.5 ounces, 92 yards. This is a 55% acrylic and a 45% cotton, and I'm using a 5mm hook. Now to create this, I used 2 skeins because I was doing it double-stranded, and I used a little bit under half of each skein. So you could start from, you know, the inside of one cake and the outside of another to do it double-stranded, or you can use a smaller hook size and do it single-stranded, whatever you like, but I kind of wanted it to be looking a little bit variegated with all the different colors of green in it. All right, go ahead and grab your materials and we will get started. Okay, so in order to get started on this project, you are going to take your double-stranded cotton and we're just going to make a slip knot. Now the first thing that we're going to do is chain 12. Once you chain your 12, you are going to slip stitch to the first chain to close your ring. And where we're starting with this is the top of the leaf. This is where our starting point is, and then we're working our way down. So we're going to chain 2, which does not count as a stitch. And now we're going to put 5 double crochets into our ring. I'm just going to work over my tail, so that way I don't have to weave it in later. 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to put 2 treble crochets, so wrapping your yarn twice. 1, 2. And now we're going to make a picot into that last treble crochet that we just created. So chain 3, and then we're slip stitching to the top 2 loops of the treble crochet that we just created. And now we're going to place 1 more treble crochet. Now we're going to place 14 double crochets. All right, so now you have 14 double crochets, and we're going to slip stitch to our first double crochet to join. Now for row 2, this is going to be the wrong side of our work. So we're going to chain 10, all right, so after you chain 10, you are going to turn your work. Now we're going to skip 3 stitches, so not counting the one that was slip stitched into, we're going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now you'll chain 10 again. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and we'll slip stitch into the 4th stitch. All right, now we'll turn our work and we're going to get started on row 3. So row 3 we're going to chain 2, which does not count as a stitch. And now we're going to place 14 double crochets into this chain that we made. 2, and 14. Now into the single crochets, we're going to place a single crochet. So 3 single crochets, 1 on top of each single crochet. And then going straight into the next ring, we're going to place 14 double crochets right into that chain. 1, 2, so this is what your work should look like so far. Getting started on row 4. We're going to turn our work and we're going to slip stitch 6 times. So into the first stitch, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to chain 10. Skip all the rest of your double crochets, and we're going to do 3 single crochets, 1 on top of each single crochet. And now we're going to chain 10 again. And now we're going to skip 8 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and into your 9th double crochet, you're going to slip stitch. Now row 5 is going to be a repeat of row 3, which is to chain 2, and we're going to place 14 double crochets into our chain space. 1, and 14. Now we're going to place a single crochet on top of each single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and again 14 double crochets into your chain space. That's to complete row 5. Now for row 6, we're going to turn our work and we're going to slip stitch 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we'll chain 10 again. After we chain 10, you'll skip all of your remaining double crochets and we'll place 3 single crochets, 1 into each of those middle single crochets. Chain 10. Skip 7 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, into the 8th double crochet, slip stitch. Getting started on row 7 is going to be a repeat again of row 3. So we'll chain 2, turn your work, and we're going to do 14 double crochets over our chain. After you've done your 14 double crochets, we'll put 3 single crochets, 1 on top of each single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and again 14 double crochets. This is what your work should look like so far. Okay. Now row 8 is worked in the round. So we are turning, of course, but once we turn, we're going to go all the way around our work. So we're going to chain 1. And we're going to place 2 single crochets into our first stitch. 1, 2. Now we're going to place 13 single crochets. 1, 12, 13. Your 13th single crochet should fall into your last double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2 and we're going to treble crochet 3 together on top of our single crochets. So wrapping our yarn twice, not finishing out our last pull through, wrapping our yarn twice again, also not finishing our last pull through, and then wrapping twice again, not finishing our last pull through, and you should have 4 loops on your hook, and then you'll yarn over and pull through all, chain 2, and now we'll single crochet into each double crochet all the way to the end, and then place 2 single crochets into the last double crochet. So you will have 13 single crochets and then 2 single crochets into your last double crochet. And there's our last double crochet, and we're placing 2 single crochets into there. Oops. Now you're going to chain 6. And we're going to skip all of these double crochets and single crochet into the last double crochet of, we're going to single crochet into the last double crochet of row 5. This is row 5. Chain 6 again, single crochet into the last double crochet of row 3. Now we're going to chain 8. We're going to single crochet into the picot that we created at the top of our leaf. Chain 5, single crochet into the same picot. Now we'll chain 8 again. Single crochet into the first double crochet of row 3. And chain 6. Single crochet into the first double crochet of row 5. Chain 6 again. And now we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet made of row 8. This is where we started. We're going to slip stitch to that first single crochet. Pull that tight, chain to secure, and now you can cut your yarn. Weave in your tail. You can flatten it all out, pull it to shape. And that is to complete our first Monstera leaf. Alright, and there we are. We've completed our Monstera leaf. You can just flatten it out. Use it however you like it, whether you want it as an applique on something or you want to use it as a coaster for one of your plants. Hang it up somewhere, whatever you like to use it for. If you are interested in creating a plant hanger out of this with a second Monstera leaf, looking like this, 2 of them together with a tie and also a bottom, so you can hang your plant, I will leave the link down in the description box below for the plant hanger. Thank you everybody for watching Jolie Knots Crochet. I'm Crystal. Don't forget to find me on Instagram and Facebook under Jolie Knots Crochet. You can join the Jolie Knots Crochet community group on Facebook and show us what you've created.